This week for STEAM Storytime, we're going to do fairy tale STEAM activities. And the fairy tale we're focusing on this week is
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. So first we're going to read you a fun story, and then we're going to give you some suggestions for some activities that go along with this story. So the story we're going to read today is a fun retelling of Rapunzel. It's called Falling for Rapunzel. It's by Leah Wilcox. Once upon a bad hair day, a prince rode up Rapunzel's way. From up above he heard her whine, upset her hair had lost its shine. He thought her crying was a plea, and sallied forth to set her free. Alas, she was too far away to quite make out what he would say. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw down your hair. She thought he said, your underwear. No, Rapunzel, your curly locks. Rapunzel threw down dirty socks. Please, love, just your silky tresses. She thought he asked for silky dresses. In lace and frills up to his head, the prince's cheeks were blushing red. Rapunzel, do you have a rope? Rapunzel dropped a cantaloupe. It burst in pieces on its head. Oh, bad catch, Rapunzel said. Perhaps he sighed, this is a test, and bound by love, he did not rest. Okay, Rapunzel. How about twine? What do you think he throws down?
Swine.
She heaved out her blue ribbon swine. By now the prince was feeling hammered, not to mention less enamored. He growled up, do you have a ladder? Rapunzel tossed out pancake batter. It covered him from head to toe. She yelled, it's better cooked, you know. At this, the poor prince had a cry, then cupped his hands for one last try. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your braid. Confused, Rapunzel pushed out her maid. The maid fell squarely on the prince, quite pleased with the coincidence. She nimbly jumped up off his lap and soon revived the flattened chap. Then smiling said, for what it's worth, you'll find I'm really down to earth. His young heart thrilled, he gave a hoot. For what was more, the maid was cute. She set the prince upon his steed, then leapt behind with graceful speed. And leaning close so he could hear, she whispered something in his ear. I fell for you when we first met. He nodded. How could I forget? Rapunzel watched them ride from sight. I'm glad I finally heard him right. I hope if they come back for more, they'll think to knock on my back door. Did they think about that?
The prince didn't know he had a back door.
That was a funny one, right? We always like that one. Alright, so we read our retelling of the story Rapunzel. If you're familiar with the story at all, there's always a tower in every Rapunzel story, right? So for your engineering challenge this week, we challenge you to use recycled materials and make your own Rapunzel's tower. We used a empty paper towel roll. We just cut a little window in for the door, and then Nora decorated it and made a little tower top for Rapunzel. And then if you want to get even more challenged, you can create like a ladder for Rapunzel to go down, or a pulley system to get up there. Those would be some more difficult challenges to do, so that would be a kind of a fun one. So there's that one. And then our second challenge is going to be, we have more towers here. So we created 3 different shaped towers. You can see the first one is a, what shape is that?
Square.
A square, and then a
Circle.
circle tower, and then a
Triangle.
And these were just made with cardstock papers. We folded them and taped them together, and folding them and taping them was an engineering challenge within itself. So have fun doing that. So our challenge is going to be, we have to make a guess to see which of these towers, which shape, is going to hold more books if we stacked on top. Which one do you think? So how many sides does the circle have?
None.
It has 0 sides. What about the triangle?
3.
This one has 3. And what about this one, the square?
4.
4 sides. So which tower do you think is going to hold up the most books? Make a prediction?
I think the circle.
The circle. Should we try it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start with, let's see, we'll start with 2 books. Oh, is it holding up? You want to try 3?
Yeah. Oh, this is my favorite book.
Let's try 2 more. We just grabbed our stack of little golden books, so they're all the same size. So now we have how many books on top?
5.
It's still holding up pretty good. Let's try 2 more.
2 more. I think it's...
Go ahead. Ooh, so we got 7 books. Try 1 more.
my favorite.
8. Or is that right? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 books.
9.
9.
10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
Wow.
15. 16. It's probably because it doesn't have any sides.
You think?
Yeah.
You could be right.
17. 18. 19. 20. 21.
Wow.
22. 23. 24. 25. 26.
Oh, so 27 it fell. All right, let's do that with our square. So the circle is 27.
Okay. Let's start
Start out with maybe 5.
Yes,
Maybe
let's start.
5?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
Oh,
on
that's
3. It's wiggling.
5.
I got more, Mom. 5.
4. Oh, that one only did 4. All right, let's try our triangle.
I wonder
Go
how.
ahead.
You all have some different books now.
Just use these.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5. Ooh. 6, 7, 8.
8.
8.
So which one held the most books?
Circle.
The circle, because it had 0 sides.
And
All
that's my
right.
favorite. I like
Our third challenge is more of a math challenge. So we have,
math.
if you have a ruler or a yardstick or measuring tape or anything you can use to measure, we happen to have a measuring tape. So we're going to use this to practice in measuring inches. Okay, you can practice measuring centimeters if you need help in measuring
Okay.
centimeters or however you
Let's
like.
do mine first.
So Nora made a little braid, and we have some other little braids here we just made from some ribbon. So we're going to measure some of Rapunzel's braids. Go ahead,
do
how long is that one?
Let's see. Mine is 7.
All right, 7 what? Inches?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and measure another one. So this is kind of a fun challenge if you, measuring is something you want to work on. You can measure anything. So we have little Rapunzel here. She measured her hair. You can measure the tower you make. You can challenge yourself to build a tower that's 12 inches tall or 2 feet tall. Kind of make it interesting based on what you want to do and what would be challenging for you. How many inches is that one?
13 inches.
13 inches. Wow. All right. So those are some fun challenges that go along with the Rapunzel story. We hope you enjoyed them this week, and we will see you all again next week. Hope you're all doing well. Bye, friends.
Bye-bye.